All right, today we're going to zero in on a small but honestly a super important tool that you'll find in a lot of microscope kits, the blue filter. What in the world does this little piece of glass actually do? Well, let's dive in. So if you've ever unboxed a microscope, you've probably seen this little blue disc and thought, what's this for? It might seem like just another random accessory, but it actually plays a huge role in getting a really good, clear view of the microscopic world. So why do we even need it in the first place? Well, the problem isn't with the microscope itself, the lenses or anything. It's all about its light source. To see tiny things, you need a ton of light, but it turns out not all light is good light.
See, a lot of microscopes use halogen lamps to light things up. And yeah, they're super bright, but they come with two pretty big problems. First, they get really hot, and second, the light they give off has this strong yellow, almost reddish tint to it, which is definitely not what you want when you're trying to see things as they truly are.
This really lays it all out, doesn't it? On one hand, you've got the halogen lamp, which is giving off way too much heat and this weird, unnatural colored light. And on the other hand, our goal is to protect what we're looking at and, see its actual colors. These two things are completely at odds with each other.
So how do we fix this whole mess? Yep, you guessed it, this is where our little blue filter gets to be the hero. It is such a simple but really smart solution to this very common problem. Let's get into how it works.
So what is this thing exactly? Well, it's a simple filter that you place right on the condenser. That's the part just underneath the stage where you put your slide. Its whole job is to catch and change the light before it even has a chance to hit your specimen.
And the process is just brilliantly simple. As you can see, the hot yellowish light from the lamp shoots up and hits the blue filter. Now think of this filter like a bouncer at a club. It's blocking a huge chunk of those red and yellow light waves. And what gets through? A much cooler, more color-balanced light that is just perfect for lighting up your specimen. Essentially, the science behind it is that the red part of the spectrum is filtered away. And since blue and yellow are basically on opposite sides of the color wheel, the blue filter cancels out or neutralizes that warm color cast. The result is a much more natural white light to view things in. Pretty cool, right?
Okay, so this one simple act of filtering the light gives you count them, two major advantages. And we're not just talking about making things look prettier. This has a real, practical impact on what you're able to see and do.
The first and most obvious benefit is getting your colors right. When you filter out that warm glow from the lamp, you can finally see the true colors of your specimen. Stains and natural pigments show up exactly as they should, which gives you a way more scientifically accurate picture of what's going on.
But wait, there's more. There's a second benefit, and this one's a bit more subtle but incredibly important. That red part of the light spectrum, it also carries a lot of heat energy. So by filtering it out, you're actually reducing the heat that's blasting your slide. This is absolutely critical if you're looking at living things in a drop of water, because it slows down evaporation and keeps your specimen alive and kicking for much longer.
This slide really just sums it all up perfectly. Without the filter, you're stuck with a distorted, yellowish view, and your water-based specimens are just drying out way too fast. But pop that blue filter in, bam! You get true, neutral colors, and your specimen can survive under the light for way, way longer. It's a simple change that honestly makes a world of difference.
So, to bring it all home, why does this tiny piece of blue glass matter so much? Well, it's all about taking what you're doing from just kind of casually looking at stuff to doing real, genuine scientific analysis.
The key takeaway here, the thing to remember, is that the little blue disc isn't just some optional extra they threw in the box. No way. It's a fundamental tool that helps you be scientifically accurate. It makes sure that what you're seeing is a true, faithful representation of your specimen.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other, simple, maybe overlooked tools that we have lying around are hiding these huge scientific principles, just waiting for us to understand them? Something to think about. Thanks for joining us for this explainer.